Hi Scrap Fam, this is Trish and welcome to my channel. Coming to you today to do a 2026 planner lineup. I'm going to show you the planners I'm using for 2026. So that's what we're doing. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And yeah, here we go. So we're going to start with this one. This is one I picked up from the Dollar Tree. And this is going to be my everyday planner, the one that I carry with me. I'm going to do a flip through because I don't think I ever did a flip through of the one I used this year. And that one I was really good with using because I carried it with me everywhere. And um, And yeah, it's in the other room. It's in my bag that I carry every day in the other room. But I'm going to do a flip through of it on another video. And it really worked for me. I was able to put down, using the monthly to put down scripture that I read from Bible Gateway. So I knew which scripture that I was going to write in my faith planner. Um, I kept track of water, walking, and vitamins. That came later in the year. I would go back the next day and write down what I did in terms of scrapbooking, if I did scrapbooking prep, what I worked on or whatever. I was able to keep track of that. Also, like birthdays, news events, whatever. So that's what I used it for. Also, in the middle of the year, I started using it to track what books I was listening to because I don't read the books. I actually do auto um audio books. I'm sorry about that. Audiobooks. And but this year I'm gonna try and read at least one book. Try to squeeze in one book. The reason I do audiobooks because it's just easier. It's harder for me to squeeze in books because my hours are so crazy. I wake up like 4 o'clock in the morning. I have to be to work around 7ish. I have a long commute, take 2 trains. It's a lot. So, and I do try to cram stuff on the train, which in the morning is generally my reading my scripture and stuff like that. Coming home, I'm usually just kind of drained, so I'm either asleep on the train or I am just listening to something just to de-stress. Um, anyway, but I do want to put in at least one book a month with also doing the audiobooks. All right. So, anyway, all of that information I kept there. For this, because um, the other one is, I think it had a lot more spaces or whatever. This one, again, like I said, just got it from the Dollar Tree. Was like, I think I paid like 125 for this, and um, and I thought this is something I'll be able to just put in my bag. Is thin and just like whip out and put on different things. The all of the information I need. It gave me that. So it gives you the monthlies, and all of the monthlies are together. So where I was using the monthly on the other one to put in scriptures, I think I'm going to use this for something else, and mainly to write down because I generally don't write down what I'm going to do. I write down what I've already done. So I think I'm gonna use this to do some pre-planning. So like I have a doctor's appointment in February. I also have jury duty in January, so I'm gonna just like put some of that stuff down so that I already be done. Um yeah. So I think that's what I'm gonna use that for. because I'm going to be doing a different method of um, my faith planning. So yeah. Anyway, this is the overall monthly. So that's what I was going to use for that. Okay, so now we're on to weekly. And so um, before it was like in the other one, it was like the 2 pages made up 1 week. And this one is like 2 weeks. So it's like less space, but it gives me the lines to do what I need to do. So I can still put down the book that I'm reading, whatever news pop off that day, I can put that down. Birthday, I can put that all down here. I'm going to do the WWV for my water walk in vitamins. And also, I think I'm going to use this to write down, um, put in here what I worked on in terms of scrapbooking. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so anyway, so this is going to be my daily um, planner book that I am taking with me. The only thing I do see that I might have a problem with that I need is on the other one, I had a little divider here in the other one. And so I was able to flip right to the page. On this one, it doesn't have one. So I think I need to find, somebody made me as a gift some, it was like a paper clip, like a cute little paper clip thing. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Put it here so I can flip to it and I'll, always be at the page and then just move it like I did the divider. I just need to find it. So again, this is my everyday carry in my pocketbook planner. All right. This is my planner that I purchased at Five Below. And I got it for, I think it was like $5.95 or something like that. And I'm going to use this as my faith planner because this year I don't think I'm gonna need that. I'm going to be using I'm gonna use the Sunday school. I already ordered it, so I should get it either next week or the week after next. The Echoes Sunday school book, and so I'm just gonna read the Sunday school book lesson for the week, and that's what I'm going to put here. No, wait a minute. Hold up. Nope, nope, nope. I'm sorry. Okay, we gotta scratch that. This book I'm actually using for my budget planner. I'm sorry. I'm using this for my budget planner, not my faith planner. Okay, let's start all over again. Now, when I noticed it once I saw her, I said, wait a minute, no, that's not what I'm using it for. I'm using this for my budget planner. And I had my budget planner for, first time I used it was this year. And I basically didn't do budgeting as much as I just was tracking what I spent. So I noticed towards the end of the year, I started being more conscious of how I spent my money. And I think that helped. So this year, I'm going to use this to track savings and spending. And I'm going to just write down here daily, if I purchased anything, what I purchased. I really wasn't keeping track of what I put on the credit cards. Actually, I'm like one payment away from one credit card because I have three, and that's going to be paid off and that's going to be done with. The other one is like extremely low balance. I think I got like 100. It is less than 100 is the balance on it. The other one has like 3,000 on it. So that one is the one I gotta, start working down. And that's not bad because I'm going to use the money that I was paying the other ones to start paying on that one and get that one down. But anyway, I'm going to start taking, keeping track of that, expenses on that, and also saving. And I'm going to use this for that. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I'm still working on that, but I think it's mainly putting some boxes here, and just putting down, during the week if I use the credit card, how much I use, and then if I paid it, for the month, whatever week, put that down, and then, at the end of the month, subtract and add, how that all goes and whatever the new balance is. I think that's how I'm going to do that. Use that here. And I'm also going to use this over here to track my savings. All right, so that's that. And I'm also going to use the monthly, just to, after the month, go back and put all of the prices, all of the amounts there, and then at the end of the month, put down what my total savings and my total spending. So that's how I'm going to use this for. All right. All right, now here is my faith planner. So again, like I said, I'm using my I'm going to use the the Sunday school book from Echoes, which is, I think, David Cook, and I'm going to just use the weekly to answer the questions from the scriptures, and I think the monthlies, I'm gonna still continue to do our daily bread. So I'll listen to our daily bread every day, and then I put in the scriptures for that day in the monthly, and then during the weekly, I was reading Bible Gateway, whatever the scripture was for that day. I was reading the whole chapter, and then I will pick a scripture that stood out to me, and that's what I will write. But this year, instead of doing that, I'm going to work on the Sunday school lessons for the week. And I'm actually going to decorate this for the year. Usually I would decorate this the whole month, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate this for the whole year. I'm going to do it this weekend. That's the goal. And here are some of the cutouts I'm using. I already cut them out. And I got these from Etsy. And yeah, so that's the plan. And if I do decorate the whole thing for a year, I'm going to come back. I'm going to do a flip through of it sometime next week to show you how it all came out. And yeah, and then at least it'll be done. And all I have to do is just go in there and get it. Just do what I need to do. All right, that's that. Moving along. All right, now this is going to be my scrapbook for my memory planning / scrap planning, because that's what I call it. I used this same book last year to do it, but with a different layout. This layout was primarily the same. It just didn't have these lines in the currently page. The monthly was set up just like this, and this was actually different. I really liked the one I used this year. I really did. I could not find it because each day had its own box, and I would put a picture there, either because I try to take at least 3 pictures of me a week. I put in, like, if something newsworthy happened that week, put that in. Somebody birthday, somebody passed, just general information on that day. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do the same thing, but instead of it, it still has its own boxes, but um, they're cross. So I'm just going to put the pictures here, put the pictures at, here, and see how that works out. Again, um, generally, even when I bought that one last year, I was just like, I don't know how I'm gonna make it work, and then of course, I end up loving it. So we'll see how it all works out here. But this actually goes from January of this year till um June of 2027. But I'm taking this all out because once you start putting things in, it start to puff up. So I'm only going to keep it until December, and I'm going to take all of this out to give it more room. So as I put in stickers and everything, it'll have room to grow. So that is my scrap book slash memory planner for 2026. And last but certainly not least, this is my planner for my listing, because I list in a planner, and I've had this planner for a minute. It is undated, and I didn't do so well in my listing this year. I was mainly just doing about last month in the news. And what I found out, especially about last month, I was mainly just putting in like birthdays of my family and friends, which I was already putting in my scrap planner. So I was like kind of like doubling it up. So I think what I'm going to do for this year, I think I am going to not do, I'm going to still do about last month, but I'm not going to do in the news. And I'm going to make my about last month and in the news one. And hopefully that'll get me into more listings so I can do the listing that I want to do. I do listing with Lel by Mel. She comes on almost every Saturday, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and she gives us a list. She generally lists it on her website on Friday to let us know what listings we're going to do on Saturday. And again, like I said, I've been falling behind because one, I have so much, I do a lot of scrapbooking in terms of cards, and then keeping up with all my planners. And I think I got a little overwhelmed, and I always do at the end of the year because I'm doing Christmas cards and it becomes a lot. And then I do birthday cards for everybody during the year. And so that's why I want to kind of mash the about last month and in what did I say? In the news together so I can then do other listings. And that's why I want to do my faith planner, decorate that for the whole year this weekend. So then that'll be done and I don't have to worry about it. And that's one less thing I have to actually do during the year. And I'm also going to do a little bit of decorating in my planner for um, what do I want to say? My everyday planner that I carry with me. I did that last year. I did that all in one weekend. I think it took me like a day and a half to decorate the whole thing, and yeah, and it was great because it was just I was ready to go, and that was no like, oh, I forgot to decorate it or whatever. No, it was done. So I'm gonna do that for those two. If I do it for those two, then it'll make so much more sense. And if I can get a read on how I'm going to work my budget planner, I might end up even doing that for my budget planner too. So, and then my main planners will be um, the listing planner and my scrap slash memory planner. and those are the ones that I'll be sharing, you know, during the course of next year. So, yeah, so I'm hoping that will help me out and I can get more scrapping done if I can get those those things done at the beginning. Well, actually now. Actually now if I can get them done now. So anyway, so yeah, so thank you so much for listening to me and watching my video about um, what I'm hoping will be my planner lineup, because last year I had to change mid planner because I had a wellness planner last year, and I end up stopping that and end up putting that information into other planners. And when I do my flip through of the end of the year, I will go through and explain about that. So stay tuned for that. Um, yeah, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, please and thank you. And hit the like button because it's just nice to be liked. And every time I upload a video, you will be notified. And I'm hoping by doing this, I will be able to put up more videos. You know, I will be on top of putting up videos because that's one of the things is after I get them, you know, done, then it's like, all right, Trish, do the video. Do the video. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by and checking out my planner lineup. Yeah, it seems like a lot, but it's really not. It's really not. And like I said, I was except for this one, I was able to keep up with all of them. The which isn't bad. So it was the listing planner that really, you know, caught it this year. Especially after I in the wellness planner, but I actually got the information for the wellness planner in the other planners. So which is the most important thing. But the listing planner really didn't do so well. So hopefully if I can get my faith planner and this planner all queued up with stickers already pre-done, and all I have to do is just go through them and you know, do the after depends in them all year. I think being able to balance the three would be, you know, so much better and doable, especially with, you know, all the other things that I have going on. Because I also want to do a TN I did that one year, me and TN or something like that. I called it, and it was basically taking one day out of the month or doing a summary of the month once a month, and just do a TN page of it, you know. And so at the end of the year, for 2026, I'll have like 12 pages of me, what I did every month, like that. So that's something I want to do. Of course, I didn't do it this year because I couldn't even keep up with this. So hopefully by you know, getting some stuff done early, I'll be able to get more things done during the year. So stay tuned to see if it all comes to fruition. Again, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Happy scrap and be blessed. Catch you next time. Bye for now.